When me and Mr. Boss came into the marriage, we were average earning people. We were what y'all may call 9-to-5ers. But Mr. Boss had a plan. He has always had a plan to be an entrepreneur. When he came into this marriage, well, when I came into the marriage, he was an entrepreneur and he was a God-fearing man. He knew that in his plan, it required a wife. He knew it. He knew it. He never thought of it as a single man's plan. It was always a wife needed to be a part of this plan. Not so much to carry it out, but if I don't meet her at the right time, I'm not going to be able to trust her in the end. This is just us having later on conversations. So his plan always included a wife. And I think that's very important, ladies. When we meet these men and we're dating them, y'all ain't having no conversations. Sit down. Let's have, when it's time to vet, men, when it's time to vet, or when we get to this point, y'all need to start asking questions. Men need to display everything. We need to know how a woman fits into your plan. Ladies, if y'all there and y'all want to be married and this man is telling you about his plan and it doesn't reflect a woman, or you can't see where a woman would fit in, y'all need to be like, oh, slow down. What's your wife doing? How does she fit into this situation? Because something is being missed. And we blaming it all on marriage, and it ain't got nothing to do with marriage. It's the people that are involved. So I'm going to clear it up. He had a plan. His plan consisted of a wife. It was me. I'm going to go one farther. Y'all going to get real mad now. He said he actually prayed about his plan and whatever it brought him for a wife. He actually prayed about it. Him and God went into a meeting, and they say, let's listen, because I done messed this up one time. This is his words. Messed it up one time. And I ain't trying to go through that no more. So I'm going to get it right this time. So this is the way I want to do this. And that's what he did. So after getting into the marriage, I told y'all we went to a counselor. Counselor said, which is a pastor, he said, one pot. The one pot came about because he and I both was messing up money left and right, lived perfectly fine as two single individuals. But when we got together, for whatever reason, it didn't mesh. Now, see, to me, that's a very spiritual thing. It made all the sense in the world because we were now becoming one. So we didn't need to be separate anymore. We didn't need to be single-headed people anymore coming into a marriage. We did no longer need to be single-minded. He needed to be thinking about me, and I need to think about him first and foremost. That needed to be our thought process. And that from that point on, it needed to be that way. So that's exactly what happened. Listen, y'all, we weren't consciously doing this. This is just the way it happened. But we didn't fight the one pot. We put it into one pot. As we put it into one pot, the one pot growed, doubled, tripled. I couldn't even tell you why. It did. Over the years, it was just best that way. Along the way, Mr. Boss decided, hey, you know what? I'm running these businesses. You're better at paying bills. Pay them. I paid the bills. Mr. Boss got total access. I got total access. But see, we working together. I'm not going to take nothing from this brother. He didn't take it out from me. But guess what? Just say we woke up one day and we felt differently from each other and we put our money in one pot. Those of you that have a job, let's say that happened. So your husband stole 1 week check, one check a week, I should say. You put your money in 1 week and he stole that or whatever you all had in there. One time, he messed up the money one time. You ain't never got to do it again. Never do it again. One time. Guess what? He messed up one time. You be like, look, I don't think this is going to work for us because you messed up the money and you ain't got to ever put your money back in that one pot ever again. But what we've been getting, all the comments we're getting is like, oh no, this woman do this man do that. I'm not doing it. One time. You ain't got but one time to mess up the money.